Just wait. Okay, are you ready? I have a time machine demonstration for you. When you come on, say hey. Okay, number one, the mystery bag. This is to the future from the past. Hold your horses. Wait till you see what I have for you. You have the ability to create a time machine with your kids that's going to blow your socks off. So I have three things for you today. The first one is a freebie, and it is these little foldable, they're time capsule letters. This freebie, there's two inside. There's one that's quarantine or specific, and there's another one that talks about things I love. And it's a way to have your kids capture what they love. Then they decorate it and they cut it out and glue it. So it ends up with a little envelope. Isn't that cute? On the back, it says, I gotta take my glasses off. It gives you the writing prompt of what it is your kids are doing. And then it has what date it was written, how old the kids were, what grade they were in. And then right there, it has this magic place where you say, do not open until. Oh my goodness gracious. When I was digging through my journals yesterday, I was looking for a blank journal, and inside the pages, I didn't expect to go down memory lane, but it was a time machine as I went through my journal, because in there were notes and scribbles and all these amazing things from when my kids were little. And my youngest was there, and I was, hey kiddo, did you see this? So cool. So that was my accidental trip into a time machine, was having journals where I captured the kids' scribbles and art and that kind of stuff. Well, I got smarter as the kids got older, and I created these templates so that they could write letters to their future selves. The kids write letters to themselves when they're little, like, when I get my first car. And so when they're 6, 7, 8, or 9, they're telling themselves how they're going to be a driver when they're 18, 19, 20, 25. It is so cool. Write themselves letters to their day of graduation, or when they get married, or when they have their first kids. They're precious. So these little templates and the writing prompts happen. So that's time machine travel number one. Time machine travel number two is going to be a little tricky for me to show you because it has parts and pieces. However, it's almost Mama's Day, okay? And imagine that your kids create a flower pot. Now you're going to choose with them what you want them to do. Like, are they going to do a handprint? Are they going to have a little checklist of things that good moms have, like sticky floors and dirty ovens? Are they going to have games of, that old dot game? I play this with my dad. I love that game. Or tic-tac-toe. There's all these templates inside there of different things that you can do with mom. So you do one or two, you choose the pages and you cut it out. It's a little flower pot. Then you take the back of the flower pot. Oh, I forgot my stapler. You take the back of the flower pot and you color it. You cut it out and you paste that onto construction paper. And you're going to put the pot together like this. We're going to pretend to have my stapler because I don't have my stapler. Then, oh my gosh, there are cute cutouts inside there. So you can have a Happy Mother's Day, and I have some fancy, and I'm going to be like a kindergartner. I'm going to use my finger. You can put Happy Mother's Day. There's all these little cute cutouts. Wait till you see this. It's worth holding on. This is part of the time machine because I have teenagers. There are flowers that littles can just color and you can cut out, and then they glue onto the flower pot. Wait till you see this. If your kids are little, they still love and adore you. They think you're like the bee's knees. But when the hormones hit and when adolescence comes, you may want to go dig out the cute and beautiful little Mother's Day craft that they made for you when they worshiped the ground that you walked on. Look at this. Okay, again, I forgot my stapler. But they create this cute flower pot that is filled with love and adoration for mom. Now, in there's different, this is not something you do in one sitting. This is something you do over the course of a week, or you slip it to dad and you say, hey, this is what I want for Mother's Day. Have the kids make this craft, 1 or 2 pages at a time. Now, there are cutouts. They can just cut with scissors and glue. These flowers, though, are super cool. So there's cutouts like this. You can choose. The other cutouts, oh, I only grabbed one. For the littles, there's flowers that they color and cut. For the olders, there's this type of an activity where they color the back of the sheet, then you follow the directions to fold the paper properly, and when you cut it out, just one little round of your scissors, let me grab this again, one little round of the scissors, you end up with beautiful flowers like this one. And they can decorate them any way they want. So again, as you are thinking of things that you can do with your kids, you want to create a time machine. So you can create letters to the future. My husband shared this meme on Facebook the other day. It was a picture of a dad laying on the sofa with a cell phone that said, "This is how I spent my time during quarantine." And then right next to it was a picture of Will Smith walking like down the street with guns and dogs, and it said, "This is what I'll tell my grandchildren." These time machine letters are exactly that, where your kids get to tell themselves stories. They can be creative, they can be sweet, they can be whatever, but they're precious. I tuck these in my Bible. Okay, so time machine. You've got letters from the future. You have adorable Mother's Day kits that you will keep forever. But now let me show you what's inside the bag. I'm not going to open it for you, but this is the ultimate time machine. If you're a mom, if you're a grandma, about, I don't know, let me think about this now. It might have been 15 years ago. I was sitting with my husband's grandma, and she was telling me that she was going to die. Oh, she wasn't going to die that year, but she was sure she was going to die. And so she was crying because she was already looking forward to the fact that she was going to miss the kids because they were all still little. She was going to miss the kids' weddings. And I said, "Grandma, you're not dead yet. Why don't you send gifts into the future?" And she said, "Well, what do you mean?" And I said, "Why don't you make the kids each a set of handmade something, and then go pick out wedding cards and write to them right now. And then when they get married in the future, I will make sure that they get it." Inside each of these bags is a set of hand embroidered something from great grandma. And there are also, I'm not going to open, but there are also wedding cards handwritten from heaven because grandma is no longer with us. And so as you're thinking about things that you can do in a time machine, you get the opportunity. When I touch that bag, that time machine brings me right back to that conversation with grandma and how excited and proud she was to have put all that together for the kids. Oh, it brings me right back then. When the kids get married and I get to hand them to these gifts, it will transport grandma to the future. It's like the beautiful thing ever. When the kids write to themselves, right now, today, you get to capture their quirkiness and their weirdness and those darndest things that kids say, but then you get to send it to the future by sealing it and saying, "Do not open until." And there's all kinds of prompts in there for first cars and graduation and bucket lists. Like, can you imagine the difference between your bucket list at 8 versus now? And then also the Mother's Day card, which I just think my youngest son helped me create this years ago. And I couldn't find the one that he did, but there's these really cute crafts. So I just want to encourage you to reach into the future. Think of a way to capture your kids are today and to package it in a way that you can save it to the future. Now, I am not a clutter bug. Well, I'm kind of a clutter bug, but I don't save paper. There are very few paper projects of my kids that I have saved. However, I do have in my Bible, I have, because that's where I keep everything super duper important, I have letters that the kids have written to themselves. And then I have reminders on my phone of when I will give them to them. Super precious. I have this magic bag that is, it's the most priceless thing in our house. And these are gifts from heaven from Grandma. So anyway, that was it. I wanted to give you a ride on the time machine. There are links over there for you to be able to grab the free letter. You can at least grab this one that's kind of the kids' reactions to what's going on with all COVID, plus one that's just things that they love. And then I do have full kits where, and the links are inside, but I have kits where there are 22 other prompts for you. Super cute, super fun. Okay, on your mark, get set, go travel through time. Love you guys. Have a great day.